Today we're highlighting a new master planned community in Star, Idaho, so just west of Eagle, Idaho, and it's located on the Boise River. Hey, if you're new to the channel, my name's Craig Flood. I make videos each week about what it's like to live in this beautiful state of Idaho. Additionally, I'm a licensed real estate agent with an amazing team who helps people just like you make that relocation to the state of Idaho. So if you're moving in the next week, or next month, or next year, be sure to reach out. Call, text, or email days, nights, or weekends. We help people buy, sell, invest, and relocate. And in today's video, I have my business partner, Jesse, who's going to be helping us look at this new community out in Star.
Okay, today we're talking about River Park Estates, built by Boise Hunter Homes in Star, Idaho. Star is about 15 minutes west of downtown Eagle. You're approximately 30 minutes from downtown Boise and the Boise airport, and then you're maybe 15 to 20 minutes north of Meridian. But some good news is that Highway 16, which runs right through the middle of Star, is connecting with I-84, which is definitely going to help a lot of north-south traffic in the valley. Okay, talking about River Park Estates. So River Park is going to have about 300 homes. We're in phase 1 right now. It's only been being built just in 2024. It's approximately a 6-year-long project. Some great highlights about River Park is you've got 4 ponds that are going to be stocked in the neighborhood with fish for fishing. You can do non-motorized water sports like kayaking or swimming, paddleboarding. There'll be some lots that actually have private beach access, and then other spaces where they're going to build public access or public for the residents of the neighborhood, where you can come with beach chairs or your paddleboards and just have a good time. Other exciting amenities: they will have a clubhouse, they'll have a pool, they'll be building pickleball courts, and probably the most exciting thing about River Park is there will be a river park. This is the river access to River Park Estate, so this is going to be kind of similar to how its landscape right now will be, how it will be for about a half mile of, again, private access for River Park residents only. You can jump in, go for a swim, grab your fishing pole, catch some fish, grab your raft or canoe or whatever you want to do. I mean, it's here for you to play on and just enjoy the Idaho outdoors. Okay, now let's talk about homes. So in River Park, we're going to have 15 floor plans. Square footage is going to range between 2,415 and about 4,200 square feet. They'll have single level and 2-story floor plans. Lots of customizations. Boise Hunter is a semi-personalized builder where you can choose your floor plan, you can choose your lot, or you can build or buy a spec home as well. So you have a few different options for customizations. Okay, let's talk about what does it mean to personalize your home with a builder like Boise Hunter. So we're in the Cottonwood floor plan, which means as far as personalization goes, you can do things like changing floor color, changing material of flooring. You know, you've got options and upgrades in the kitchen, bringing obviously the cabinets all the way up, you know, adding a double oven like you have in the corner. You got cool little features where you got pop-up outlets in the countertop. This one in particular is interesting because you can see here they vaulted the great room instead of just, you know, the 10, 11-foot ceilings, and they had a little extra bump out in the dining as well. So there's just lots of ways you can change the floor plan without changing the entire structure, but there are some small personalizations to really make the home yours. So a lot of our clients that are coming from other states don't feel like building new construction is attainable or feasible because the prices of new construction and kind of surrounding states is a lot higher than here in Idaho. Whereas in Idaho, in the Treasure Valley specifically, the price of new construction and existing homes is almost non-existent. Now, the second piece to this is when you personalize a home, that means that you can choose your lot. You can choose out of, you know, Boise Hunter has 15 floor plans here, different elevations, which is your exterior finishes, and then countless options inside the home, structural changes, material changes, where you can really choose your color scheme, your floor plan, and everything in between, so it really feels like this home was built for you.
I just wanted to pause for a second. If you're serious about getting moved here, typically a good next step is to plan a scouting trip. We help a lot of people go through that process, so be sure to reach out and we can see what we might be able to do to help you in your process.
Now, the base price of homes when you build with Boise Hunter in this community is going to start right around $750,000 and go up to about $1.3, $1.4 million. And then on top of that, you'll have design options and costs, and then your lot premiums will vary quite a bit, with the main reason being you have some lots where you're maybe on the pond, you have private access, and others will be a little bit smaller. Lot sizes right now, at least in phase one, are between a quarter acre and a third of an acre. It's possible we might have some larger lots in the future, but right now that's what they have available. Now, talking about the HOA cost is going to be right around $1,800 as a starting point, and that'll cover snow removal, of course, the maintenance of the common areas, the clubhouse, the pool, the pickleball, all that good stuff. Oh, and one amenity I forgot to mention is they will have future equestrian facilities. Now, again, we're just in phase one, so not everything is built out yet, but that is coming in the future at River Park. Okay, let's talk about the differences between maybe Star and Eagle, or if you go farther west to Middleton. So Star, in my opinion, is kind of the up-and-coming Eagle. So the downtown is not as fully developed. It's not quite as master planned. It's much more in its infancy because Star really came from agricultural roots. So you certainly feel that when you're driving through. It won't be as put together as Eagle, but truth be told, you're only 15 minutes away. So if you're looking for a little bit more bang for your buck as far as the housing goes and maybe lot size, Star might be a really good option for you. Now, talking about Boise Hunter Homes a little bit. Boise Hunter has multiple master plan communities in the valley, some of those being Dry Creek Ranch, which is going to be a little bit north of Eagle. You have Harris North, which is sort of on the southeast, more towards Boise. You have Sky Mesa, and then our brand new River Park Estates here in Star. So if I had to describe Boise Hunter and what they do in the valley, they build primarily grand, luxurious homes in master planned communities. So you won't have any little pockets of Boise Hunter Homes. You're going to have very well thought out, very well designed, and really a great product. Oftentimes when I'm walking our clients through a Boise Hunter community, what they really appreciate is how well thought out and designed the entire community is, not just the homes themselves. So like we mentioned, pools, clubhouses, all that stuff, but just the way the streets, the layout, the ponds, it all makes a lot of sense and really has a great community feel as you're walking through these master plan communities.
One thing that I want to mention about this too is that being close to the river like this, you're going to get more bugs than maybe you necessarily want. So we're thinking like gnats, mosquitoes. When we were recording this video for you guys, when Jesse was talking on the back patio of one of the houses, there were just a lot of bugs flying around on the back patio. To even when you're opening the door, you're like, hey, close the door really quick because you don't want the bugs to get into the house. Another thing that I want to mention about this is something that is unique about this and this river access specifically is that there are a lot of beautiful trees in the area. So in the summertime, like right now, the last 2 weeks, we're like hundreds, high 90s. And in that heat, you really do want to get out next to the river, but at the same time, you want shade. And so this location is lovely. If you were to live in this community, not only getting access to the river to cool off on, but also the shade of these trees here. And speaking of trees, that's another thing about new communities. Typically, you're not going to have a lot of trees in the community. Obviously, they tear a lot of stuff down to build up. But in this area, yes, you might not have a ton of trees back by the houses, but once you move closer to the river, you're going to get the benefit of all these trees here.
Okay, and this might be getting a little bit into the weeds, but here's my thought with a new community like this. The first homes in phase one are the farthest away from the river. And then as you continue through the building process over 6 years or so, they're getting closer to the river. We all know in real estate, it's location, location, location. So my thinking would be, I think there's a big benefit to your home value if you ever think about selling in the future, where you're buying in a first phase, then you have appreciation through the years, plus your comparable properties in 5 or 6 years are going to be homes that are selling really close to the water. So even if you're buying in the first or second phase, you're getting the benefit of the appreciation and the improvement in location of the homes that are selling 5, 6 years in the future.
Well, there you have it, a beautiful new master plan community. If you're looking for another video to watch, be sure to watch that one next where I do the pros and cons of Boise, Idaho.